Hello and welcome to one of a series of videos on starting to play what we call the modern English border pipe. And now this is the type of pipe we're talking about. It's made by a number of people in this country and with slight variations, a lot of people in central France. It's quite different to what we know as a traditional pipe in that it's got additional finger holes, it's got a wider range, and also it plays at a much lower pressure. Very popular now and becoming more so. So in this very first lesson I'm going to show you the correct posture and how to inflate and control the bag. It's not easy. I've been playing for a long time. It will take a time to get yourself into how to hold it, but if you don't get the fundamentals right there'll be more problems later on. Now this particular pipe has only one drone. It can have more, and this version has, it's mouth blown. So to begin with, the drone rests nice and relaxed on the shoulder. Don't worry about playing a tune too much. It'd be nice if you don't make too many horrible noises, so thumb on the back and see if you can lightly cover the first three holes. Now to begin with, I would often seal up the drone. I have a little plug which goes on the end. A bit of blue tack or a bit of sellotape is fine. It just makes life a little bit easier as you start. Okay, so nice and comfortable, trying to keep the shoulders nice and square. You begin to inflate. Now the shape of the bag will vary. In some it's held like that. English pipes are often quite deeply tucked underneath your arm. So, quite high up. The important thing here, try to relax. So you blow in, get it fairly full, take your mouth away from the mouthpiece and push. Now that isn't as easy as it probably looks. There's lots going on there. I'm using my arm to control the pressure and keep the note steady. That will take a bit of time. It does help though if you don't blow all the time, which is why I would say take your mouth away from the pipe. Possibly for about 5 seconds. So reasonably full, but not so full that it's sort of drum tight. Now a well-sealed bagpipe, you should be able to go for quite a long time. If you're having to blow every 2 or 3 seconds, some maintenance is needed, some air's coming out somewhere. A good thing, you can even separate these two moves, the pressure and the blowing, and just fill it up and just see how long you can go, just that one note. Make sure the cats are out of the house while you're doing it. Now as far as posture goes, you should not be reaching for where the pipe is. You need to adjust the bag so it's pointing in the right direction. So, if I'm sort of hunting around for it, that's no good. So you angle the bag, get yourself as square as you can, aim to have a straight arm, try and keep your shoulders level, not up like this. Everything will support itself once the bag is fairly full. So, posture, relaxed, try and just have a light touch on these 3 fingers and thumb. Airbag upright, tucked in under your arm, blowpipe facing your mouth and preferably ending up just here. And then I don't have far to go to find the air pipe again. Now, word on the pressure, you need to have a little bit of slack. So what I'm basically doing is as I'm blowing in, my arm is very, very slightly lifting off the bag to compensate for the extra air going in. And I don't really start pushing downwards until I stop blowing. They're very, very small adjustments, and it's a bit like when you start to ride a bike. First time you're all over the place, you're rocking backwards and forwards, overcompensating. Same with the pipes. To begin with, it'll be a big movement up and down, but after a while you get used to the two, and it becomes, within a couple of weeks, second nature. So, fullish, blow. I'm now going to raise my arm a little bit. And you should have seen my elbow going slightly up and down. Now, be prepared to do that for quite a long time, preferably in a closed room somewhere well away from other people. But if you put in that time, it's well worth it, because later on you'll find the rest of it much more easy. Okay, thank you. That is the first lesson.